Hello everybody and welcome back to the series. So first things first, I have some incredible news to share with you. As of Monday, I got selected to be part of the LOTRO Creator Content Program. Yay! So it's an incredible opportunity for me, and I'm extremely grateful and very excited to keep making content for you guys. And yeah, so that's a little bit of news. Thank you so much everybody for all of your support so far, and I'm so excited to keep going with this series for you, as I've had a lot of feedback and you all seem to be enjoying it. So yes, I'm very happy to be able to play this with you guys and experience it together. Yes, and as of as of last week Thursday, the Spring Festival in Lord of the Rings Online is upon us. So I think this episode we are going to be playing the Spring Festival, and I can show you all what it's all about and how incredible it is and all of the wonderful stuff that you can get with it. So first things first, we have to open our Hobbit gifts. We get some Virtue XP, which is always delicious, and some coins. And universal crafting ingredients are always very, very good. So since we're going to be doing the Spring Festival, we are going to be putting on our Stone of the Tortoise XP blocker, so that we do not get super duper ahead of our current leveling state, because the you do get loads and loads of XP from the Spring Festival. So it's important that we are not, jumping on ahead. Anyways, let's celebrate spring. The residents of Baerla have built an impressive hedge maze. Folks are traveling from all around to try their hand at navigating the maze, drink and make merriment. Join in the festivities and welcome to the Spring Festival. So once you complete this quest, you get a map to the Spring Festival. Ready yourself to travel to the hedge maze in the horse fields of Baerla to experience this year's spring celebration. Hurry and join the festivities. And we can use this map, and then it will take us to the celebration area, which is a very handy dandy little shortcut, naturally. So here we are. First of all, these are the Baerla Festival grounds, and they're located over here. And normally, whenever there's an event, this place gets extremely, extremely active. So it's lovely. And the most important, the man of the hour is going to be Sergeant Tom, and he's the spring rewards vendor. So, he's got 2 available quests. One of them is a taste of spring.
A moment of your time, friend?
And this is the daily repeatable quest that you can do, and you have to participate in 10 festival activities, and then you get this. And he says there's lots to do during the Spring Festival. Get out there and get involved and earn rewards. And then we get the Splendor of Spring.
Would you do something for me?
Welcome, my friend. If you're here for the Spring Festival, I'd recommend you look around and participate in many of the fun activities around here. If you're not here for the Spring Festival, maybe you should be. For those folks that participate in many of our activities, there might just be a reward in store for you, so get out there. And remember, if you get lost in the hedge maze, just yell for help. Yeah, and you get some wonderful little rewards here. Figments of Splendor. These shimmering figments contain remnants of the glamour that once enveloped fine raiments. Talented elf tailors can make use of these figments to craft wondrous garments and will accept it in exchange for such. So it's a currency and you get to trade with it, and then you can get some really cool stuff with it. Scrap of an essence reclamation scroll. Scrap of an essence reclamation scroll. 3 may be traded to Becca Burdog for a single essence reclamation scroll. Basically, you can just get your essences back. Tracery token. Universal optional crafting ingredient, and spring leaves. Spring leaves is the currency of the Spring Festival. So now that we accepted the splendor of spring and it says complete a bustling bloom intro, this is a bustling bloom and you have to complete a taste of spring 4 times. So you have to basically log in on 4 different days, complete 10 festival activities, and then you get this. Oh, and virtue experience, very delightful. There are many rewards that await those who participate in the Spring Festival, and for those that celebrate for many days, the rewards are all the grander.
Greetings,
so,
friend.
now we can barter with him, and every year they release some beautiful cosmetics. Oh, congrats, friend. And of course, some new mounts. I don't think we can... Yeah, we can try on the stuff. Like we can see it in the wardrobe or the dressing room. Oh, sorry. Forgot I have a camera on. We can see in the dressing room what it looks like. And look at that. They just have some beautiful stuff. We can't see what the mounts look like, but we can find them over here in the collections tab. This is going to be our best friend, essentially, because if we're going for 100% completionist, we are going to be attempting to collect everything that is possible for us. So currently we only have 3 out of 460 pets, 5 out of 281 mounts, 127 out of 242 emotes. Stable masters, we haven't been very far, you know. We've only got 2 birds, so they have hobby, and birding is part of the hobby, so essentially spotting different types of birds. And baubles are really cool emotes, basically, and yeah, they're just incredible. And baubles is something that I need physically. Like, I need them because they are so cool. It doesn't really like do a preview. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intentional, but they're really cool. Okay, trust me, they're really cool. So from here we can get a daffodil flag bearer bauble and also another green thumb bauble, a story dance emote, and then some pets: Tome of the Tawny Auroch, Tome of the Daffodil Celebration Kid. A lot of incredible stuff, and of course furniture. Furniture is naturally also very great. We love furniture. But now we kind of have to choose a dress that we want to save for. I think a sleeveless one without a cape would look quite nice for Baerla. Oh, this also quite suits, I think, the baroning type of vibe. Ooh, I do like a tunic, but I feel like it looked like a little lad in it, so I don't know about that. Very nice. Very nice. I do like the other one, I think. This one makes our bosom look huge. Wow, look at this cloak. It looks like a stained glass piece. It's incredible. Oh my goodness. Yeah. A lot of ooh. Ooh, look at this circlet. We need this one. This is pretty. Okay, anyways, let's get started with the quest, shall we? So, the Spring Festival also has a little story, which I am actually quite excited to see for myself and get into. I did this one on my other character, the one that I play on stream, and I just ran through them basically. I didn't like pay attention to it at all. So this time we get to pay attention and yeah, find out what it's all about. So let's get going. Baerla. Welcome, welcome. There are many enjoyable activities with which to celebrate the arrival of springtime, and many of them can be found right here at the festival grounds. I know you will have a good time, but if I might steal your ear for just a moment, could I ask you to help me with something? It is a small matter, a trifle really, but I am a bit concerned about a number of recent arrivals here at the grounds. There are 3 of them, and they have been on the road for a long while. I am to understand they have made their journey all the way from Gondor. They call themselves herbalists, and while I would not turn anyone away, they have made themselves something of a nuisance here already. Could you make sure they are happy, and more important, that they do not bother my patrons with any more of their strange questions? I really appreciate this, Baerla. I'll see that you get some extra spring leaves for helping me out. Let's get going. Milgamil. Have you come here to assist the herbalists, Baerla? We are always in need of such assistance, for the pursuit of knowledge never ends, as I am sure you are well aware. I was the apprentice of Galather, the herb master of Minas Tirith, and he sent me forth to research the plants and mosses of Ithilien and the wastes before Mordor. He did not agree with some of the conclusions I made upon my return, and sought to dismiss me. Not only that, but he has taken a new apprentice. Actually, he has taken 2 and sent them north to Breland to confirm some of his botanical theories. My sojourn in the wilds, as well as my perusal of that fine tome, Words and Weeds, has taught me I do not need to be Galather's apprentice to study the natural world. So I followed his new apprentices here, and I have been trying to help them with their studies. It seems to me they might be cut from the same cloth as my old master, poor fellows. They have been bothering the people here with Galather's questions when they should be out in the field studying the plants and grasses with their own eyes. Nethless. Milgabil is a good friend, and I have known her since childhood, but she proved a poor apprentice to my master Galather. I think she fancied herself the master and he the apprentice. Can you imagine such a folly? Anyway, Bruth here and I know to show him the respect he deserves, and we have come here to confirm several of his theories about the spread of flowering plants in the Northlands. Milgamil came along as well, and to speak true, I do not think we could have prevented her from doing so. She will not appear in our report to Galather, I can tell you that. But enough of this banter. I spoke to a fellow some time ago, one of Perayanath, about gathering up some yellow cattails for my study, and he never returned. Now I charge you with this task, and I beg that you do not disappoint me as he did. So gather yellow cattails around the festival grounds. Pretty little flowers. Going to be so many activities that we can participate here as well, and I kind of want to do all of them. Well, I mean, I have to do all of them. I really have to live up to the name of 100% completionist. I really, really do. So nice that they're all nearby each other. Also, guys, what is your favorite season? My personal favorite is summer because I am a big fan of heat. I hate being in the cold. It is one of my least favorite things ever. But I do have a really big appreciation for spring because it means that winter has ended and that summer is coming. So it's a really good middle ground. Ah, the cattails I requested. You've proven your worth to be far greater than the fellow I first asked for these. I will examine these on behalf of my master, and we will see if he has the right fit. Milgamil thinks that old book of hers, Warts and Weeds, lists the proper uses of cattail, but Galathir has his doubts, and therefore so do I. But I have become quite parched. Will you bring our table some of that fine spring wine? I saw a number of the bottles across the grounds over that way, and every worthwhile botanical study requires proper refreshment. So says my master, and so say I. Absolutely. I will bring you what you want. Crickets in the nighttime. So loud. Here you go. It has come to my attention that there are patches of purple and Narloth growing nearby. Why did I spend my time thinking about yellow cattails when I could be studying a much more interesting and important bloom? Why Galathir would be most disappointed in me, and I might join Milgamel as another in the growing line of spurned apprentices. Quickly, my useful assistant, gather a purple and Norloth and bring them to me with utmost haste. I will tell you the history of this important flower upon your return. Oh, right there. Oh, they're very pretty. Very vibrant as well. I really have half a mind to start a little, like, garden on my balcony, but the problem is we are, like, infested with pigeons, and I feel like they will eat everything. So I don't know if it will be worth it or safe for plants to grow there, since they will most likely just get eaten. Purple and Norloth. Nothing. I honestly, oh my god, they look like the yellow in the middle of the flowers look like little smiley faces for a second. But I was about to say, I really love the, oh, they're so cute. I really love the gathering quests. I don't know why. They're just so relaxing and calming. Yes, these flowers are clearly a Norloth, and the samples are in fine condition. It makes a great deal of sense that they should grow here in the Northlands. You see, these purple flowers with the yellow centers are the descendants of a very special type of flower that the men of the West brought to these shores long ago. That bloom was called a Norlas, and it was planted wherever they came to settle. These Norloth are held to be the descendant of those legendary flowers which died out sometime in the intervening years. My master Galathir has written extensively about the Anorloth of long ago and the Anorloth of today, and he is widely considered the foremost expert on both. But I am parched once again. We are in need of more spring wine, assistant. Fetch us some now, and I will share with you. No, not the wine. I will share with you more tales of the legendary Anorloths. Oh, he doesn't want to share the wine. So rude. I wonder what spring wine tastes like. Now I have a hankering for some spring wine. I bet it tastes like bloom. I bet it tastes like spring, like genuinely. I don't know if like that makes sense, but to me, I can visualize a very specific taste and it just things spring to me. Breathy catches your eye and calls you over. The assistant who brings the wine is the most popular of them all. That is not one of Galathir's expressions, but it is one of mine, so it is with an abundance of good feeling that I count you as a friend. Might you do something for me, my new friend? There is an elf across the way who seems to have taken an interest in our discussions. He's right over there and has been staring at us for some time now. I do not like it. Go see what he wants. Ooh. You are in fact staring, Herondel. I apologize if I have caused the visiting herbalist some discomfort, but I must confess that it was not entirely without reason. I find their demeanor unpleasant and their behavior discourteous, but I am most offended by this single point. The herb master they serve knows nothing about the Anarlos bloom and has spread much about it that is simply untrue. We don't like that. I would not normally involve myself with such matters, but my brother Edlothorn travels to Midlond, there to depart Middle-earth for the Undying Lands. We said our farewells just yesterday, and I tarried here at the festival ground seeking a balm for my unsettled thoughts. I could not make the decision for him, but neither am I ready to sail into the west and the conflict wars within me. Edlothon and I were given to travelling throughout Middle-earth, and together we found great joy in the beauty of far-off places. We rested in Rivendell and called it home, but never for long. We were always off again on our journeys before the sun had set a dozen times, and we wandered the wilds and came to villages unfamiliar and strange. This was our practice for almost an age of the world, but Edlothon grew sorrowful at the changes he saw, the places that were damaged by the ravages of war, the losses inflicted by Sauron. In time, we did not journey as often, and we spent longer in Rivendell than we did away. This has been the last of our travels. My brother departs, but the memory of my wanderings with him remain, and that is how I know your herbalist friends are mistaken. The purple Anorloth of today bear little resemblances to the Anarlos of legend. If you tell them this, I will describe what I know of the Anarlos to them and to you if you wish. I have a feeling it's pronounced like Anarlose or something, but I'm not quite certain. I do not know what this elf thinks he knows, but I have never heard his name before. How many tomes of herb lore has he studied? Not only that, how many has he written? My master Galathir has written innumerable such tomes and is noted expert on countless subjects related to the many breeds and uses of every plant that grows upon this Middle Earth. All in Minas Tirith know of his expansive knowledge, and none would dare doubt its breadth or its accuracy. I will hear out this elf, but only in order to reveal him for the charlatan he is. And you can tell him so. This is so rude. Oh my goodness. Listen well, and I will tell both these herbalists and you what I know of the legendary Anarlos. Oh my god. You have entered a part of the world with challenges and threats much higher level than your own. While you are in this area, you may attract the attention of monsters from further away than normal. You can tell when you have entered such an area when the name of the area below your mini-map turns red. Harvesting speed will decrease and crafting times will increase when in a dangerous area. Oh my golly. Okay. My apologies, but I was forced here. Hey, Rindell. Many are the varieties of flower that bloom in the undying lands beyond the reach of mortals, never to be seen by man or dwarf or hobbit. Elves know of them by song or story, if not by sight, and that knowledge brings them joy or sorrow in turns. But some flowers came to grow in distant soil. The Anarlos was one of them, and it grew in profusion in Numenor across the sea. Tall it was, like the men of that land, and as it grew, it faced the rising of the sun in the east, and was crowned with the light of morning. Oh my god, are they talking about sunflowers? Whoa. If they're talking about sunflowers, then it is not like Anarlos at all. The Anarlos were held to be an emblem of the House of Elros. These of the Anarlos were brought to Middle-earth by Elendil. He sent them to be planted wherever the men of the West came to settle. But that means Anarlos should bloom in many places, does it not? Every student of history knows the tale of Elendil and his flight from Numenor, and that he brought plants and seedlings of high birth and low with him to Middle-earth. But if he ordered such flowers as the Anarlos be planted wherever his people settled, they should grow still in abundance. That is why my former master believed the Anarlot to be its true descendant, and on this I cannot say I disagree. How came Herondale to know of the flower's history? Bah! If these tall flowers were truly planted by the men of the West throughout Middle-earth, where are they now? Anarlos grows in many places, but I have not seen these flowers you describe in Gondor. Neither have I seen them throughout Ithilien. If you are not a liar, perhaps you are a fool, but I should wish to be neither. How do you claim to come by this knowledge? Not by study, I warrant. No, you are right, Nethless. I have not come by this knowledge through study, or at least not through the study of old books or a herb master's teachings. My brother Edlathon and I walked the hills and valleys of Middle-earth long ago. We took great joy in our wanderings, and every new sight filled our hearts. Nothing cheered us so much as the Anarlos that lined the roads we walked. They grew in the gardens of Minas Anor far to the south. They grew too in the courts and along the paths of Anumina, city of the king. But what happened to them? They died. Oh. It began when Anarion was slain in Mordor. It continued during the long decline of the northern kingdoms. And then, one sad day, there were none left. My brother and I did not journey together much after that. We just grew apart. So sad. That is the tale. Now you must understand why I feel so strongly that the Anarlos be remembered as they were, and not as the distant herb master pretends them to be. I'm not saying I believe this elf, Baerla, but he has given me some food for thought. What a sad tale. Edlathon and I did not travel as often once the Anarlos died out. It was only one sign of the wound Sauron inflicted upon Middle-earth, but it affected we two more personally than many others. I wonder if the Anarlos grew still in the Undying Lands. Perhaps when I come there at last, I will find my brother smiling among them, eager to chastise me for delaying so long to see them. It is a happy thought, even if that is all. A nearby hobbit coughs politely, motioning for you to speak with her. Ergild a Puddyfoot. I beg your pardon and hope you will excuse me, but I could not help but overhear the telling of your friend's story. I'm not very good with names, so I do not quite know what flower he was talking about, but it seems to me that it bears some resemblance to the humble sunflower. They grow in the Shire, you know. That hobbit believes that some strain of Anarlos still grows within the bounds of our land. Can it be true? I can hardly believe it, Baerla. Can it be true that blooms of the Anarlos have come to be preserved within the bounds of the Shire? I do not want my brother Edlathon to depart from Middle-earth without knowing if this be so. The thought that he could leave without knowing fills me with regret, and my remaining years will be sorrow to think he sailed away believing every trace of the Anarlos had vanished. You have the look of a determined baroning, Baerla. Can I ask you to hurry after my brother's company and to bring him word of these sunflowers? I do not ask you to change his mind, merely to let him know that the flower we loved in our younger days did not disappear as we believed, but can still be found in the world today. That will be enough for me and for Edlathon, my brother. His party of elves plan to take the customary route of our people through the country of the Green Hills. Go to the Shire and look for them in the wooded hills above the road. And hurry. I said farewell to my brother not far from here, but that was yesterday, and he will have covered much ground since then. Oh loud. Okay, we are on a mission. We have 30 minutes to get to the country of the Shire, where we have not been before yet. But I'm secretly hoping that maybe we have some fast travels unlocked. Not sure, but hoping is free.
Greetings.
Okay, oh, Michael Delving. Absolutely. Thank you, VIP. Because it can take a really long while to actually travel there. Ourselves. As you are about to see, the Shire is extremely vast. Nothing unlocked. Brilliant. Okay, let's do it. We're going all the way over here to Woodhall. I'm very excited to do some quests in here for you because I personally love the Shire a lot. The quests can be a little bit infuriating because hobbits are hobbits, but I think after you do them many times, you kind of just grow fond of them after a while. Or maybe it's like when you do them at the beginning of the game and then you have to go to like the lands of Angmar or something where it's all just sad and difficult times for people. You kind of miss the like silly little quests that the hobbits have made you do before. I don't know. It is definitely a feeling that I have. And every time I make a new character, I get quite excited to relive it. So I think it will definitely be quite fun to do them here in full immersion. The Great Willow. Lots of nice little discovery quests that are done as well. Can't get distracted by the hobbits asking for help. I'm on a timed mission. A brigand! Oh, jump scared me. Oh my god. Not the brigands in the fair land of the Shire. You don't belong here. Get out. Okay, we made it. Hello, fair elves. I have beautiful and wonderful news for all of you. May Gavanin, friend, what brings you to us with such haste? Stay a moment and rest, for we will soon move on, but for a time I would welcome the conversation. You introduce yourself and convey Herendel's message. My brother thinks a hobbit has seen a bloom of the legendary Anarlos. I find that most difficult to believe. These flowers began to die at the end of the Second Age, and as Arnar declined, so too did the Anarlos. They have not been seen for hundreds of years. Your hobbit friend is mistaken, and my brother is misguided by hope. You are certain you understood what this hobbit had to say. For love of my brother Herendel, I will humor you in this, even if it seems difficult beyond all reason. There is a hobbit village just beneath us, and I understand it is called Woodhall by those who live there. Go to this village and speak with the hobbits and learn if they possess such flowers as you describe. My mind is set and springtime is the season of my departure, but I have not such haste that I cannot spare a moment to answer this one question of my brother. The journeys we shared in our youth remain dear to me, as does he. Go to Woodhall and put the matter to rest. I cannot delay very long, but I will give you some moment to this exercise. It has left my thoughts astir. It has left my thoughts astir. Investigate the question of the Anarlos in the village of Woodhall. I am sorry for landing on your roof and your garden. I am so sorry. Hobbit painting. This painting does bear a resemblance to the Anarlos described by Herondel. I do not know what to say, Baerla. If I did not know any better, I would say the artist painted this not from memory, but from life. This depicts one of the Anarlos, just as I remember. How can this be? Did one of my people paint this picture? How came it to be in this village of hobbits? They are no longer lived than men, but not so long that any could have seen one of the Anarlos and put paint to paper with such accuracy. The last of that breed died out long ago, and only one of my people could have painted this. Look. He's so cute. I thought it had a smiley face on it at first. Why do I think all flowers have smiley faces on them today? I always heard elves were frightening and strange, but your friend here seems rather amusing instead. I assure you, no elf painted this picture, but I will take that as a compliment of my artistry. Yes, I am the painter, and indeed I have painted a number of the plants and animals I have seen in the woods and fields throughout the Shire. I do not know the word he used to describe this flower, and have never heard it before. No doubt it is an elvish word of some meaning and great significance, but we hobbits like to give things names that tell you everything you need to know. This painting is of a sunflower, of course. There are many of them growing around the border of a farm field north of Woodhall, if you'd like to see them for yourselves. And tell your elf friend that I appreciate his kind words about my painting. A field bordered by such flowers as that depicted by this painting? Lead the way, Baerla, even if I scarce believe the words of this hobbit. Sunflower borders a farm field just to the north if you'd like to see them for yourselves, and tell your friend that I appreciate his kind words about my painting. Oh. Wait! We have our speed boost as a bear, everybody. Oh my golly. Finally. Finally. If we turn into a bear and then press this, we are Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez. Right, where are these beautiful flowers? Oh, here. There they are! Sunflowers lie in the field, and Edlaton stares at them with wonder in his eyes. How can I put this into words, Baerla? My heart leaps at the sight. I feel as if I have stepped back in time, back to a day not when the Anarlos struggled and failed, but to a day when they flourished. Herondel and I walked together among these flowers in kingdoms north and south, and our eyes lighted on the horizon, and our minds danced upon the future it promised. I am brought back to these happy days, and the sorrows that followed in the wake of Sauron and his wars are forgotten to me. The promise of the sunflowers was as bright as their petals, and so many journeys lay still ahead of us. Following the death of Anarion and the decline of Arnor, the Anarlos died out in the wider world, and yet somehow a seedling must have come to this land. I can see it in my mind's eye, Baerla, born aloft in springtime, carried on the breeze until it came to rest within the sheltered land. That seed took root, and from it the line prospered, hidden from outside eyes. The Anarlos survived. Edlaton gazes at the sunflowers in silence. I was prepared to depart. My heart wept to leave my brother, but I knew I would see him again when he too sailed from these shores. But the sight of these flowers has restored to in me a sensation I have not felt since our travels together so long ago. How many other wonders might remain in Middle-earth? The wanderlust stirs in me again. I believe I could remain no longer, but now I think my brother and I might find joy in another journey within the bounds of Middle-earth and then depart for the Undying Lands together, as once I thought we would. Can I ask you to convey this message to Herondel for me? I will spend some time here in contemplation and will join him soon. You have my thanks, Baerla, for reminding me of what I once held dear. And not only that, I am grateful for one more thing. You have given back to me the hope of the unexpected, the unlooked-for wonder that might still remain around the next bend or behind the next tree. You have given back to me the promise of sunflowers, and that is something I have missed. Oh... so sweet. Okay. I should have put a milestone, but I didn't. Okay. No worries. I do think our horse is a little bit faster though. Yeah. 68 movement speed, but our horse is on 78, so unfortunately we're going to have to be using our horse, even though I love the little running that the baroning does. Virtue cap reached, everybody. Oh my lord, that's some exciting news.
Hello.
It's fine, we get a Michael Delving swift travel, and then I think we can get to Bree on a swift travel as well. And then perhaps we will be good to go back to... Well, we will be good.
A lovely day, isn't it?
West Bree. And festival grounds. We made it. You have returned, Baerla. Did you find my brother in time, and was there any truth to the rumor that some strain of the Anarlos might remain within the Shire? You tell Herondel about the sunflowers and his brother's decision to remain in Middle-earth for now. He looks at you thoughtfully, and after a moment, a smile lightens his features. I am conflicted, my friend. I did not mean to gainsay my brother's choice, for I know when he made the decision was not easy, and he felt it strongly. I would not tell him otherwise, and I did not wish to make him stay. But when you went in search of him, when it seemed that Anarlos might bloom still somewhere in the Shire, I confess I did wonder what I would say if he chose to stay. Could our journeying days come again? Where might we go? I have come up with just the right destination, Baerla. I will suggest to my brother that we let our wandering feet bring us to the Southlands. There is a so-called master of herbs in Minas Tirith that I would purpose we visit. He's possessed of a number of misconceptions that Edlathon and I were well prepared to correct. We two elf brothers will depart in springtime, emboldened by the breeze and a spring in our step, on another journey like those we took of old. Thank you for helping my brother and me, Baerla. Perhaps the sun will smile upon us and our paths will cross in some distant land. Until then, my friend, farewell. Oh. I saw you leave without taking care of my own problem, Baerla, and I admit at first I was rather cross with you. Did you forget I asked you to ensure the visiting herbalist did not cause any further disturbances? But shortly after you departed, I noticed something most unusual. They stopped their drinking and their carousing and instead began speaking quietly among themselves. Well, the sparks of my curiosity were set aflame, and I took a casual stroll by their table. They seemed to be questioning the merits of some long-held belief, and the discussion had shaken them into politeness. What a strange turn of events. I do not know what part you played in this argument about flower strains, and neither do I know if they decided this plant called a Narlos and the one called a Narloth are truly one and the same, but I do believe you may have given them something to think about, and while they're thinking, they are done causing disturbances. In conclusion, you have earned these spring leaves after all. Spend them at your leisure and enjoy the festival. Oh, amazing. Okay, so we finished the story from the festival. It was quite cute, I won't lie. I actually thought it was really, really sweet. And now we are 5 quests out of 10 on the daily. So let's get going and make 5 more. Also, we're getting virtue experience, so we need to change our virtue that we are earning. Oh, and we have a point. Oh, deliciousness. Wow. After using Russian bear form, your next attack will knock down your target. Interesting, but I think I might go for this one. Oh yeah, and the virtues. Virtue, charity. So we earned full well of wit. Sorry, valor. So let's earn zeal next. I just walked around the festival grounds, and do you know what I saw? Why my disappointed eyes beheld large partygoers everywhere I turned. No spring festival can be properly enjoyed without the delightful notes of a smooth spring wine. I have some spring leaves for you if you will pick up jugs of spring wine from the tables in the center of the festival grounds and deliver them to the tables on the outskirts, Baerla. I can do that. I am very good at bringing wine to people. I've never been a waitress in my life, but for this time, I will be. You don't think they would come all the way to Brie? Now, who are we talking about? You piqued my curiosity. Here you go! Here you go, people. This song makes me feel 20 years younger. I love hobbits. The hobbits are just so cute. I cannot... they're just so fun. They know how to enjoy life. And the last table, all the way in the back. Put my bottle out of shot. Should I keep my bottle in shot or out shot? Does it remind you guys to drink water? I can tell that your deliveries were met with much appreciation, Baerla. You earned these spring leaves and at the same time put my mind at ease. Oh, I hope everyone is having a good time. When the party goers find they are once again parched, there will always be a need for someone willing to bring them what they need. So check back with me from time to time, my useful friend. Hi. Absolutely. Okay, next we are going to do a little horse race. Very fun quests. Hello, Sally.
Would you do something for me?
Greetings to you, stranger. Are you here to try out our obstacle course? Only the most experienced of riders will be able to master such a tricky path in the amount of time we have allotted, but the reward is great for those who manage to succeed. The rules are very simple. Race through each gate and you mustn't fall off your steed before the time runs out. When you see 2 gates next to one another, you must choose which path to take, be it high or low. The low path may be muddy and the high is sure to be dry, but precarious indeed. There will be other hurdles to disrupt you as well. Do you feel up for this challenge? Only the most spirited riders should even attempt such a feat. It is sure to be very dangerous, but you have a hardy look to you. Oh, I do indeed have a very hardy look. Let's go! We are a professional horse rider, so this will be easy going for us. Ooh. See? Easy going. For our agile navigation. Oh my god, oh my god. LOTRO, please don't lag on me when I am racing. Oh my god. Woo. That gave me a little fright, that then. Oh my god. Hello, thank you. Oh my god. Silly little horsey.
Hello there.
It is rare to see such excellent riding in these parts, Baerla. I'm very impressed. Take these leaves and my congratulations for displaying such skill. Why, thank you very much. Deed bestowed. Oh, complete the spring run in the Shire. Okie dokie, a little deed. And we get I think a title. Oh yeah, a deed for completing all of these quests. Brilliant. Now we enter the hedge maze. Okay, let's just one at a time.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
I am glad you have come. I could use some assistance if you please. You might wonder why I am standing all alone at a festive springtime event, but I am actually waiting for my friends. I've been waiting for some days now. We all entered the maze together as a group, but sometime during the course of things we became separated and only I came out. I've been waiting for them all these days since. All these days? Oh my goodness. Do you think you could go into the maze and remind them that we must soon be way back to our own Ethwilvereth celebration? I would go in again, but I am afraid that I will miss them once again, and we could be here even longer if they go back to look for me. I am beginning to regret our decision to come here. Oh no, well, we can't have that.
Would you do something for me?
I have an especially difficult challenge for you. There is a strong dire beer in the hedge maze, and one swallow will find you bereft of your senses. You will wake far from where you began and have no memory whatsoever of how you got there. All exploits along the way will have been forgotten. If you can navigate the maze while drinking those dire beers as you go, I will be tremendously impressed. Tremendously impressed, you say?
Would you do something for me?
Oh, a spring festival guide, absolutely. Hello, hello, well met, Baerling. Do you wish to see the new garden in Dwiland? I hear it is a sight to be seen. But I am not sure it is quite as the elves wished it. I have only heard rumors of what ails them, but it sounds rather bad. Breland certainly offers to the best spring festival. Still, I would not have you miss the fun. If there's any fun to be had, you should speak with Maingamiel in Dwiland, for I believe she is managing the garden.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
One moment. I think I know that quest.
Friend. Could you help me with something?
I'm sorry, guys. Not at the moment.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I came here this year to enjoy the greenery and get away from the noise of my home. I wanted to get lost in the quiet and the smells of spring. Instead, I come on the day when the tweens from the Shire arrive. You wouldn't believe the mayhem inside the maze. Please, can you make them go away? Make them be quiet. They're running around, hurrying, and annoying everything on two legs. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I shall do that. Post-edit, I mean... during editing, I might speed up through this bit because it genuinely is just navigating a maze and then doing stuff. Oh yeah, I think he's going to be drinking this way before me. I think I might. Yep. Okay. Yes.
Megovanen.
Time for the elves. And the beer. And the beer is timed, so I'm a little bit on edge of reading everything at the moment.
What do you need?
He was like, I don't notice the time. God, I wish I could live this carefree. Wait.
Megawonnen.
What can I do for you?
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Oh, okay. So all the beers have been sampled. Oh, yeah, I forgot. All the elves have been found. Now I just have to reprimand the tweens. Oh, never mind.
What can I do for you?
Now all the elves have been found. Come back here.
How do you do?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Where are you?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Okay. Everybody has been reprimanded. Everything has been done. Let's get out of this maze. Let's get out of this here maze. Oh god. Oh god.
How can I be of service?
Thank you, Baerla. I cannot fathom how such little folk can make such an enormous racket. Hopefully they will be a little quieter now.
Hail, friend, and well met.
You spoke to all of them, and yet still they tarry. I do not know how I will ever get them out. I am beginning to think that bringing them along was not the most prudent idea.
What can I do for you?
Well done, Baerla. I didn't think you had it in you to manage that task. Most folks give up after the first few drinks, dizzy and confused. I admire your persistence. And that brings us 10 out of 10 daily quests. So let's go back to our good friend. Tom.
Hello there.
My, you're a festive one. I hope you're having a fun time at the Spring Festival. It seems you're having a swell time, so perhaps you'll enjoy one of these rewards. Here you are. Come back tomorrow and I shall have more rewards for you. Okay, so now that we've done that,
What can I do for you?
we have 30 spring leaves. And I think today I would love to play until we could afford the Daffodil Celebration goat and perhaps a little outfit. So the goat is 50, so we need 20 more leaves. Oh my god, one of my cat's hair landed on my nose and I could just see it. And the outfit that I want to go for, I think we're gonna go for this one. What do we think? Yes, no, wait. Indecisive. Oh! Yeah, sorry. I know I have this one on my stream character, but I think I have to go for this one. I'm really sorry. It just looks really beautiful. So, let's barter for that. And where is the circlet? I don't know if I can afford it. This one? Oh no, this is a different circlet. This one. Yes. We can afford it. Yay! Okay. And let's put our outfit on, everybody. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Cosmetic outfits. We're gonna get we're gonna wear outfit 1, and this is gonna be our springtime outfit, okay? Right, where are we? So, beautiful dress and beautiful circlet. And this is, oh my god, I'm sorry, but I look so beautiful. I'm so happy with this choice. I think it's incredible. Super duper incredible.